My hoop tape order has come. This is from Hoop Tape Canada. Guess they ship Tuesdays and Fridays, something like that. I ordered on the off day and they were having some back order, so it took a few extra days, but no big deal. So, this is 13451 mid-energy 10-hour half-inch by 15 feet. By opportunity to locate a flashlight here, we'll do a quick little test. Okay, so this stuff is way more reactive than the paint. So actually, let's pull it out here. What am I watching here? So, charge this up a little bit. Oh yeah, that's gonna work great. Short little charge and it's bright. It's the UV light. It's gonna work great. I will have to clean up a rim and... You wanna say hello? Hey buddy? This is Meanie. He's gonna be pretty scared of a hexapod in the coming future. But he likes spiders. So I don't know what he's gonna do. He wants to be in the window. Right, buddy? Yeah. Okay, keep forgetting to do this camera shit. I'm already partway through the first half of one wheel. So, I'm just cutting them into small strips. Because on the first little bit I tried to go around and I was having to cut. And the actual tape has a clear coating. And the clear coating is a whole lot tougher than the tape itself. So you can mess with it or you can cut it all into strips. And I mean, you can see the seams and everything, but once it's spinning and at a distance, it doesn't look too bad. It looks like a weird kind of white wall, but I'll live with it. I'm gonna keep going on these little strips here, making sure I sample green the rim before I fix it, and probably run over, try and press everything down really firmly a few times, and then move on to the other side. It's already kind of glowing out here. Like, it looks a little bit green, especially when the sun hides in behind the clouds. Just being charged up in the sun, it's gonna glow at night. So, looking pretty good. Maybe even mount some lights tonight, we'll see. Alright, I guess I have auto on working again. We got one side done. Time to move to the other side. Cut some more strips. It's going okay. Okay, so we got one side. And we have the other side. There's some ugly clouds coming in. Looks like I gotta do a little trimming here and there, but no big deal. Dinner time. Maybe do up some lights. Maybe do a test. But for now, the front rim is good. Still gotta do back rim. It's a nasty job because I have a bit of a leak on my seal that keeps transmission fluid off of my chain and then off of my back wheel. It's what we call the Tomos black wheel of death. But I'll have to clean up that back rim and do strips of green on the back for now. I've put in a request for red or orange tape from the lady. The paint I have is okay, but it's better off as just that paint and arts and crafts. This tape, I think, is going to be, as long as it sticks fairly well, is going to be the way to go. So there we go, one rim done. Okay, so these are the pods that my real first adventure with polymorph. Pretty neat stuff, but unless you have a real kind of idea what kind of design you want to make. It's kind of a free-for-all. These two are intended for the front forks. They look like they're going to work okay. This one could have been a little bit lower, but they're pretty simple. I basically took the 4 LEDs, made a cluster out of them. The voltage on these LEDs, I'm not even sure what resistor I should put in line. Just something really tiny, if anything. It puts the voltage about where I need to be, but I think maybe I'll set it up for 14 volts. I gotta see where this charger pins out at, but I'm still waiting on mail from DX. They told me to wait 2 more weeks. It's been over a month. So, and it still hasn't entered the country according to tracking. So I think it's lost. They told me to wait another 2 weeks. Well, I don't want to wait. I also don't want to carry around a multimeter on my dash as I'm driving around on the moped. Just want it there, built into my dash. So, anyways, I'll figure out what resistor I'm going to use. I'll put that in line. But anyway, it's just a little pod of LEDs soldered together, heat shrinked up, and then, stick it in the polymorph. Mold whatever you want, put it into cold water, and then take it out and let it dry for a couple days, because I'm not really too sure how conductive this stuff is after, or how much water it holds, if it holds much. It drills rather nicely. Still some edges to clean up, but no big deal. These should mount right to where my fender are. So basically my fender up on each fork, kind of like this, and it'll be right at the spot it needs to be for the wheel. I can run this up by my fender mounts. Same deal with this on the other side. And then the back two. This one I'll probably put back into warm water and mold more like this one. So these will go on the swing arm and sit about the same place. This one's got way too much of a bump, and I just not really happy with that one. These ones I can trim down. I mean, I'm not worried about how really crappy they look, but once I get it mounted, I can clean them up a little bit. Yeah, it's a little bit of a waste of polymorph, but it's cheap. This was the first one I did. Played with it for a while. Made a few things with it before, so it's a little darker than the rest. It got a little dirty in the process of a few people actually making things with that first initial batch. So those are the pods. I'll wire all those up into the system with a switch, be able to turn those on. Starting to rain right now, so I don't think I'm going to get my test tonight, but I may light it up and just with the flashlight and see how much it glows. This tape is really, really nice. It's good stuff. And they have high energy too, but I don't think I need that with 4 ultraviolet LEDs like that. Yeah, so they're just in a pod, soldered up and stuffed in polymorph. It's really that simple. You can buy something similar, probably roughly about the same price, but I wanted to do it myself just for the hell of it. And the polymorph was there, so gave me an opportunity to try that out. I still have a bunch of it left. And if I trim some of this stuff off, I'll have a little bit more left. So very nice stuff to work with. Serving the purpose. And these back ones, I can either zip tie it on. I had it zip tied on in the first video there. That seemed to work well. So at least temporarily we can test things out. And I mean, they ain't pretty. I'm not gonna win any awards for beauty on these things, but they're gonna work. And that's all that really matters. So glad this tape arrived. And now it's gonna rain. Lucky me. Okay, so it's a little wet, rainy, and cold here. But let's see if I can get this to sit on these pipes here. Bear with me a little bit. Try and get this to aim down too. Maybe I gotta do it on the ground. Let's go with that. Get the ground view. It's not quite dark here yet, but you can see it's kind of green already. Oh yeah, that's gonna go big time. Big time. So, balance the back here. A little bit of weight. Hard to do here. So the ultraviolet light provides a whole lot more instant brightness to this, but you're definitely getting the desired effect now. This stuff's supposed to glow for 10 hours. Yeah, definitely pretty sweet. Definitely gonna have to mount those lights and get testing. So, progress. Progress is good.